Welcome to Adventures of Great and Small in our messy garage. If you've got a JL or a JT, which I always get confused because I have a TJ, a Gladiator, and you got the halogen lights that came with it, you know that it's kind of like driving down a dark road with a candle out in front of you. So today we're going to replace the bulbs with LED bulbs, which is a inexpensive upgrade and pretty easy to do. Alright, all we need for this are a 10mm socket. You can do it with a screwdriver, but since we have the trim tools left over from when we did the radio install, they should make removing the plugs much easier. Alright, you know, unfortunately we can't just reach in from the back. To do this you have to take the grill off. So we're going to open the hood. And since we already have a winch on here, we're going to put a towel over the winch to protect the paint on the grill. Alright, so these are reusable plugs. You lift this out here. And be careful not to remove it all the way out. Just lift it up. And then you pull the whole plug out like this. Alright, the grill should come off fairly easily. We put a cloth over the winch to protect the paint from the winch. That's the only difficult part. We can't just pull the grill straight forward. But we're going to pull this forward here from one side, pull this forward here from this side, and the grill comes out. And there's a couple retaining pins down here that you got to pop, and it should just come right out like that and like that. And the grill comes right off.
Yay.
Unfortunately, we can't just reach in from the back, get to the headlight unit, and replace the bulb. So we're going to take it out. It takes a 10mm socket, and there are 3 bolts that come out. This is number 2.
Go.
All right. One of the reasons these are a little bit hard to get started is they all have factory Loctite on them when they come out. I laid another cloth down here to pull the bucket out onto, and we're going to set it right here on the bumper. Alright, you undo this
Counterclockwise.
unscrews. It's got an O-ring seal. That's what keeps this watertight. And like when we were replacing the doors, you've got a lock, and then you push, and it comes right out. And then
Bulb counterclockwise.
Bulb counterclockwise, and the bulb comes out. Okay, I'm going to take this out of here and move it over to the table where I can work with it easier. That didn't...
Okay.
Okay, I figured out the problem. This came off of the bulb that I had taken out of there. It's a gasket, which was stepping this too far back because it has its gasket.
Has a gasket.
It already has a gasket.
Okay, let's begin.
That's important to know.
Important safety tip. Okay.
Okay, so now we will put this in this way, and it should rotate that way.
And it does.
And then what you want to do is clip these together good and tight.
So tight?
Yep.
Okay.
And then tuck these down in here like that, and then put the cap on the back of the bucket. Now what I did was I took the bucket out completely so I could get a little easier purchase on it. But that's really easy to do because all you have to do is then clip this back together right here like that.
Let me test it.
Alright, now we've got both the bulbs in. I've got my arm over my face. And we're going to try these. Turn them on.
Is there?
On. Brights.
Brights.
Work. Don't forget to put these back on the back of the headlight buckets, because then you get to take the headlights back out. Okay, here are the clips that go in the bottom, and then we have the inserts that go in the top. This is the part that makes Nancy and me somewhat nervous because we got to go in to get it right, and we don't have the luxury of going straight because we have the winch in the way. Take it around to the side.
Getting around to the side.
All right, got it?
Got it.
All right, so what I'm doing is I'm inserting this here between the winch and the body. I've got the clips in the right place. I'm going to use the flat of my hand. Watch. Got it?
I got it. Oh, hot damn, that was easy.
And I'm going to come over here.
Yay.
I'm going to come in here. I'm going to come over here.
So
And just kind of tap it. I've got those in.
Okay.
Now,
Looks like lining up nicely with the holes. Doing that blinds.
and it should provide a whole lot better visibility at night. Really happy with it. And one of the things Nancy liked about the halogens was the Jeep logo bulb cover on it. So by going this way and replacing it with LED lights, we're able to keep that logo. Okay. One other thing that I wanted to point out. There are fans that run behind the LED lights to keep them cool. So when you turn the engine off and your headlights dim, you'll hear the little fans running. But they turn off when the lights turn off. Welcome back to Adventures Great and Small and the Messy Garage. We got the headlights switched out from the halogen to the LEDs. They're great. Now we're going to do the fog lamps. The difference is, since we have this Artec bumper on here, I'm going to have to drop the skid plate and come in from the back. Other than that, it should be a pretty simple install. To pull the skid plate off, and I should be able to reach up from this side and get to the back of the lights. All right, so we squeeze here, just like we did on the other one, and we get this out of here, which is not going to be hard to do. Squeeze, and this should just come right back like that. Ta-da! And then this comes off of here, like that. This goes. All right, so now this goes right up here, like that, and then this goes back into here. And this goes back under here. Tell you what, the skid plate's a lot heavier than I thought it was.
That's a skid plate. I need to move that? I can't move that.
All right.
Yeah, okay. You want me to put one of these bolts in the hole?
Yeah.
That's what I said. What a wanking great headache. Wow. That was good.
We put in LED bulbs instead of the halogen bulbs in the headlights. We put in LED bulbs instead of the halogen bulbs in the fog lights. Took us less than an hour, and I think on Amazon I got the bulb for under $50, $60. So we've significantly improved our night driving capacity without actually spending a lot of money, which is always a good thing. So join us on the trails, like and subscribe, enjoy us. Adventures Great and Small. This was a small adventure. It was kind of fun. See y'all out there. Okay. I think everybody might know, but if they don't, this right here is the light sensor that turns your headlights on and off automatically. So what I'm going to do is take the silver lame duck, cut the bottom out, so that it fits over this sensor, and that way Nancy can have her headlights come on automatically when she wants to, all the time, which she prefers, or I can move the duck when we're on the road and just have the marker lights on. Isn't that just brilliant? I thought of that.
You're so smart.
I am so smart.
Wile E. Coyote. Super genius. Don't kill yourself.
So, the duck sits right there.
Duck on, duck off.